Messi flying forward. Leo Messi! United. Rafael Guerreiro with the cross. Ronaldo.
So everyone in the Premier League wants clarity and a speedy resolution in the case against Manchester City, which features more than 100 alleged breaches of its financial rules, says Arsenal Chief Executive Officer Richard Garlick. An independent commission is yet to publish a ruling more than a year and a half after a disciplinary hearing concluded and 3.5 years since City were first charged. City have always denied wrongdoing. When asked if the length of the time the process was taking was frustrating Arsenal, Garlick said in his words, it has gone on for a while. Yeah, it's gone on for a while. So why is Arsenal calling for a speedy resolution to Manchester City's case? Why is clarity on the alleged financial breaches important for the Premier League going into the 2026-2027 campaign? Could the outcome of this case have a major impact on the league this very season? Interesting times, and of course, just so you know, a former England striker, Darren Bent, has predicted the clubs to finish in the top 5 of the Premier League this very season. Who are their biggest challengers to break into the top 5 this season? Which traditional top 6 teams, could miss out this term? On that note, I say welcome to Sports 360 right on CEMTV Television. I'm Daddy Minute, the voice you trust and that media you probably need. They call me Rex Patrick the Locker, that homeboy that's never at home. I lock around 247-365. I'm your host and guide. Of course, I've got 2 gentlemen with me this evening, and Dr. Apollos Akomaka is right here, a long live Arsenal fan and overall top finisher at the just concluded 2026 Amateur Chess Championship. It's a great time, Dr. Apollos.
It's always my pleasure.
And you're back here again. And I did something today. I brought back a familiar foe. Peter Pan. so Peter Pan doesn't anything Arsenal. If you don't get RCB, no. He's never. I mean, okay, it's a fine time. First off, Peter Pan, good to have you right here on Sports 360.
Thank you, Patrick.
And you remember the rivalry? I call it the rivalry. Okay, just so you know, before the UEFA Champions League final, let me put this out there. So I had Peter Pan and Dr. Apollos. I had them live on air, not here anyways, but then it was a cagey affair, intense. And then we said, oh well, before the start of the new season, it's best we have such session. Yeah, let's have a feel, let's preview the season, the games coming up, because Arsenal will be in action. So they're gonna play on Friday night, the Premier League opener, and they're looking forward to having a pretty good run. Well, we'll do justice to the stories. The gentlemen right here will do justice to the stories. They came well prepared and ready to tear themselves apart. But hey, just sit back. It sure will be quite an exciting affair. But again, it's a great time. It's a great time.
Thank you.
You're ready, yeah?
Very well.
Okay, let's do this. We start off with the story concerning Manchester City, because I told you earlier, everyone in the Prem wants clarity and a speedy resolution in the case against the citizens of Manchester, which features more than 100 alleged breaches of its financial rules, says Arsenal Chief Executive Richard Garlick. An independent commission is yet to publish a ruling more than a year and a half after a disciplinary hearing concluded and 3.5 years since City were first charged. Manchester City have always denied wrongdoing when asked if the length of the time the process was taking was taking frustrated Arsenal. And the chief executive officer talking about Garlic said, well, it's gone on for a while. He said in his words, everybody, the league and the teams would want the clarity around what's going to happen. But it's not something that I can control. It's not something that I can speculate on. And I just hope that there's a solution very quickly. Garlic's comments come on the eve of the season, and after Premier League Chief Executive Richard Masters said, I do not accept it's taking longer than expected. And I understand that people want to find out as soon as possible what's going on. But I simply can't provide that. Describing the case as hugely complex, Masters added in his words, and I quote, our rules are very clear. We have to follow the process, and there's only one real clear route through, which is to allow the process to reach its natural conclusion. Privately, officials at a host of Premier League clubs, told reporters that in the past 24 hours they've been expressing frustrations while acknowledging that there's an independent process which is running on its own timetable. One said the Premier League should be actively seeking to put in place, a better system to ensure speedier resolutions. Another made the point that given that the league spent about £45 million on legal bills during the 2023-2024 season on disputes over its financial regulations, there are mounting concerns that such costs something has to be drastically done going forward. So the charge for City, I don't know what it is for what it's worth going into the new Premier League season, but then there are numerous calls for this case to be brought to an end. I don't know, guys. Why is Arsenal so worried about this? What impact would that have on the Premier League season?
You should know now, the reason is simple. In these last 3 seasons before they won the league, they've been second. So if they are going to penalize Man City, if they are going to deduct points or whatever, Arsenal will be the first beneficiary.
But the charges came long before these past 3 seasons. All right?
No, but it doesn't matter. It depends on when they want to implement the rule.
Okay, so if points are docked, what then happens?
They may give Arsenal the league. Maybe that's why they are fighting.
Arsenal the league?
Yeah. If you take enough points out of City, let's assume you take up to like 12 points or even more, automatically Arsenal will go over.
Automatically?
We've seen a lot happen in football, and
but
don't forget the Senegal and what's it called, Morocco story.
Everything, it's Africa. Anything is possible.
Okay, Europe, anything is not possible.
You hardly. Okay,
but for the fact that this whole process is taking too long, also gives you an insight that there may be something going on that is fishy.
What are you suspecting?
What am I suspecting? What am I suspecting?
Yes.
I think there is foul play somewhere. Why wouldn't they conclude the whole investigation and come up with
why?
Okay, go
ahead. Why? Ask Doc. Why is it coming now?
Okay.
Why is Garlic bringing all those things now? The charges. Why is he bringing it now? But
no,
first things first, I must congratulate you. I must congratulate Arsenal for your trepan you have won at least. But now my point is
it's called the Community Shield.
No, it is a trepan. It is a trepan. It is a, if Man City had won, they would have said it's a 3. They don't need 3. But because it's Arsenal now, it's a Community Shield. It means a lot for them.
Okay.
But back to Garlic. I share in his sentiment, okay? I share in his sentiment, but me, I am asking, why is he bringing it now? Although I share in his sentiment, but why is Garlic bringing it now?
No, it's simple.
So
now, the whole idea is the whole thing is taking long. How long are we going to wait? How long? So is it forever?
No. They said, like Richard Masters, the Premier League Chief Executive said, it's not, there are procedures. He said there are procedures.
So the procedures take up to like 3.5 years.
You don't jump the gun.
Maybe I feel what they are looking at is to pummel Man City hard. They are looking at like going through their final conclusions and investigations.
Let me make a point. It's not about deducting points, or you have to make people play by the rules.
And what are the rules?
If Man City over the years has heard they should be punished. I'm not interested in what kind of punishment they give to them, but this is the fact. If you punish them, other teams will not follow their path. It's as simple as that. And that's the reason why we must punish defaulters in any system. So it's not about whether Arsenal is second or third or will take their
But
position.
they're gonna seem to be so interested in the case. That's like, you know,
it pains me that I'm trying to agree with Garlic. Do you understand? It pains me. It pains me, but what must be must be. Do you understand? Man City, for way too long, they've been escaping charges from England FA. If it is coming now, my own is, even if they deduct points from Man City, what would be the benefit of us now? Already your title contenders for this season now, you're like
favorites.
You're the favorites. Do you
So
understand?
if they tell you that 2023-24 season has been given to Arsenal, that they won,
What difference does it make?
I don't think that would be right.
What difference does it make? Eh?
it doesn't make
It
it
does
will
not.
add
What
to the
difference?
number of titles won by Arsenal.
Let's just go back to Morocco, Senegal. Now, what difference does it make that Morocco are AFCON champions?
Of course, how many people in my heart I still see Senegal and
It's the same thing. So in my heart too, I still see Man City as champions, even if they deduct points from them.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, it's not about the title. It's about playing by the
what
rules.
must be done, right?
If anybody has defaulted, punish him, and it doesn't need to take this long.
Okay.
It doesn't need to take this long.
I feel England FA, they know what they are doing, because let me take an instance with that of Juventus. It took very long before they had to find Juventus, and points were deducted from them and they were relegated. So I'm thinking, even if it takes 2, 3, 4 years or so,
it's 3.5 years.
it's just 3.5, almost 4. It's just to do the right thing. Maybe they are conclude their investigations and maybe punish them for all the times they have succeeded in making the FIFA fair play not to come to reality.
Well, interesting. I mean, alleged breaches of Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules, known as the PSR, from 2015 to 2016, 2017 to 2018. City also faced multiple charges that they failed to cooperate with the Premier League's investigation between December 2018 and February 2023. Champions Arsenal were Premier League runners-up to City in both 2023 and 2024, when they were beaten by just 2 points. The Gunners, Liverpool, Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur reportedly served legal notices on City in 2024, reserving the right to seek compensation if the club are found guilty, with some said to have estimated potential losses of more than £100 million. They may also have been encouraged by the Toffees Everton being told in June that they must pay Burnley £35 million in compensation over the impact of a breach of the Premier League, financial rules. And I don't know. It's intriguing to have all of this coming up at this point in time, and clarity is key. Could the outcome of the case have a major impact on the league? Dr. Apollos.
If at all it will have impact, it will be on the Man City team. Now, if, for instance, if they punish them, they deduct points from them for previous seasons, it may affect their psychology going forward in this league. And generally, I don't think the impact will be on any other team. It's them that are involved in this case that will really feel the impact.
Okay. You feel same, Peter Pan?
Yeah, I understand what Garlic is trying to say, but if the right thing is done, like Dr. Apollos has said, it will make other persons that have the same intentions to do away with the financial misappropriation, corruption with regards to league, referee, player signing and every other thing. So it is only Man City that will suffer that fate. But the truth of the thing is, it will make the game sweeter and better. And even if they'll do something like that, they should also look into corner kicks also. Do you understand?
What?
Yes, because what is good for the goose is good for the
So
gander.
when you say corner kicks, what does that?
going against you?
Okay, let's say Arsenal corner kicks. If you watch the last day of the Premiership season,
Yeah.
Arsenal versus West Ham, we could all agree.
Oh, yeah.
They go
There were
West
cases
Ham,
like that.
they go
There were
West
cases
Ham
like
scored.
that.
It's not different from what Arsenal scored against Manchester United. So
And the Premier League,
So, but wait, we are talking about fair play.
it is unfair.
No, no, hold on. We are
still
talking
unfair.
about.
financial fair play.
We are not talking about play on the pitch.
No,
No.
fair play is fair play. But
No,
I'm
no.
trying to say that even last season, speaking of fair play, right? The Premier League at the end of the season, they announced that there were some cases, different occasions where
So
the
if it
Gunners,
is-
were favored, like benefited from.
Yes, I
We are
agree.
the
with you.
only
errors
ones that
and all
were
of that, so-
favored in the entire league.
No, I'm saying
See,
like
teams.
Okay.
See, you could be lucky in some games, and you could be unlucky in some games.
But I'm saying this why because for the most part you hear a lot about. As I hear a lot.
If
Arsenal
it
fans
is-
saying, "Oh well, the FA, the referee, officiating and all, not in their for the most part, not in their favor and all." But after properly analyzing the season, how it went down, what really went down, the Premier League announced there were series of cases where the Gunners
Yes,
benefited.
yes, I'm aware.
I don't know.
And so, what's wrong with benefiting?
That's what I'm saying. Like
It is the same thing, Man City.
I don't know.
Another man head na coconut.
When I say what's wrong
with
with benefiting, if
Okay.
you haven't done anything wrong, see, there's
No, they were wrong. Like,
hold
they were-
on,
it
hold
was-
on. There's a difference between me committing a crime or committing an offense and somebody favoring me. There are two different things.
The offense was committed. Like the West, you talked about the West
Are you
Ham.
getting
The
me?
goal shouldn't have stood. The that time, one of the incident was against Everton. It ended 1-0.
So if a goal,
It shouldn't
if
have.
a goal that shouldn't have stood was allowed, is it an offense by the team that scored the goal?
Okay, let me use it.
Okay,
let me
let-
use this as
okay.
an instance now.
Simple
I might
logic.
decide to say I am Arsenal. Referee, do whatever it takes to favor me. Do you understand? And referee decides to allow a goal that should be called off.
You think there could be such cases?
It's possible. So if it's not possible, so why are they saying 115 count charges for Man City?
But they are not guilty until found guilty.
But
Because of the-
but this
that's the thing.
Arsenal,
Okay,
but
let me
this
ask you-
corner
let
kick
me
one
ask
is
something.
obvious.
You have over 100 charges against you.
115.
You think that you can escape those number of charges?
The impossible
There
takes
is
a little
no
longer.
way
We can't say.
a few of them will not be true.
No, I agree
There is
with
no
you.
way.
I agree with you.
There is no way. It's
I
simple
agree with you.
probability.
But until found guilty, they aren't guilty yet.
So allegedly,
I mean, so
I agree with
no,
you.
it's one thing to say your prayers. It's another to do your homework. I mean, in
yes,
this case,
yes. So
one thing, say your prayers, but it's very key you do your homework. Still,
So you're saying Man City, they are doing their own work.
I mean, they were dominant. They played good football.
But if
And-
we must say the truth, Man City made everybody, even Manchester United,
All the teams.
Arsenal,
Arteta said it
Chelsea,
influenced how other
Liverpool,
teams played. Yeah.
to be 10 toes down. If we must agree with it, that is why
They
when
made
you
other teams improve.
Yeah.
yes,
And the
that
most
is-
of those teams, it's not even Arsenal, it's Liverpool.
Liverpool
yes.
stepped up.
That is why when you watch the Enzo Maresca game against Arsenal, the
Community
Community
Shield.
Shield, everybody decided to say because Pep is no longer there, Man City does not have the flair anymore. If we watch the play pattern, it's not because of Arsenal had a fantastic team, but it was because I feel
No, don't say that.
no.
Arsenal
What
had
I'm
a
saying is
fantastic
Okay.
team.
no, like meeting Man City. My mouth soup the sweet, so I understand you, Doc. Meeting Man City,
Yeah.
previously they played Carabao Cup. Do you understand? It was the same team, other than Bruno Guimaraes. There was no difference. Do you understand? Now I'm saying because of no Rodri, no Pep with his patterns of play and the rest, it made Man City look like
They
they are like
were
that.
ordinary.
Yes, that's my point.
Okay.
It's not because of Arsenal it's not a good team.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, even the love of the game, when you watched that one, Just say, no, Man City this season, they are
Irregular.
not part
No,
of
but
the,
you
they are not
forgot they even
contenders.
had more possession than Arsenal.
No,
More possession, same
it's-
number of shots,
It's not even.
more shots on target, but
It's
no
not
goal.
even about the
8
possession.
shots
The
apiece.
truth is,
Arsenal 4
the
on target,
spirit
City
of
5 on target. No
Well,
goal.
has gone. And
Yes, yes, that's what
it's
I'm
like
saying.
their source of motivation.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Even our fans are saying we miss Pep. Just one match, we miss Pep.
You know, let's talk about now. Let's look at this, because a former Arsenal and Chelsea star, Emmanuel Petit, has predicted the teams to finish in the top 3 of the 2026-2027 Premier League season. He said that Manchester United and Liverpool will fight for the 4th position in the Premier League standings. The Premier League season kicks off on Friday with the defending champions Arsenal facing Coventry City at the Emirates Stadium. Well, the Gunners appear to be the most stable team in contention for the title. Several other clubs have made coaching changes, in recent months. In a recent interview, Petit was asked to identify the clubs he believes will secure a top 4 finish in the Premier League. He responded through, a statement saying, the fact that Chelsea is not participating in European competitions is a significant factor. Midweek matches require considerable energy and complicates the ability to maintain a consistent performance in the Premier League just 3 days later. So, he added that this absence of European football will provide a substantial advantage for Xabi Alonso's team this season. Before I anticipate, they'll finish in the top 3 alongside Arsenal and Manchester City. Petit, who played for Arsenal from 1997 to 2000, for that elaborated that the competition for the 4th position is more challenging to forecast. It'll likely be a contest between Manchester United and Liverpool. I'm still eager to see Liverpool's full strategy in the transfer market, as they currently seem to lack some key players. They've appointed a new manager in Anthony Iraola and adapting to the demands of his new club after Bournemouth represents a significant transition. They need to achieve results promptly. Manchester United has demonstrated faith in Michael Carrick, and I expect them to be in contention. However, the pressures of returning to the UEFA Champions League and the requisite squad rotation indicates that they are still in need of additional players. Manchester United must address their defensive issues. Ultimately, I foresee the top 4 comprising Arsenal first, Chelsea, Manchester City, and Manchester United. It's intriguing. Meanwhile, a former England striker Darren Bent has also predicted the teams to finish in the top 5 of the Premier League this season. He believes Liverpool will secure a place in the top 5. The league is set to kick off on Friday, August 21st, with the defending champions Arsenal facing Coventry City, you guys. And last season, the Gunners clinched their first Premier League title in 22 years, ending the campaign with 5 consecutive victories that placed them 7 points ahead of Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. So, for Darren Bent, he said Arsenal first, Liverpool second. I think Anthony Iraola, that's Liverpool manager, will land straight away. Chelsea third, City fourth, Manchester United fifth. Arsenal's achievement last season marked their first league title since their Invincibles, the Invincible season under Arsene Wenger. That was back in 2004. Mikel Arteta's team have bolstered their squad during the summer transfer window, as their main challenges. They are the main challengers for the Premier League title this term. So, nevertheless, Benz believes the Gunners have the potential to win back-to-back titles in the English top division for the first time. Yeah, he believes they got all it takes to win back-to-back titles for the first time. Now, Peter Pan, who are the biggest challengers to break into the top 5 this season?
Talk is cheap.
If
you ask Jamie Carragher, who is going to win the EPL, he's going to tell you Liverpool. Do you understand? If you ask Rio Ferdinand who is going to win the EPL this season, he's going to say Manchester United.
But not
so
in all cases.
If Emmanuel Petit says Arsenal will clinch the title and placing Manchester United fourth, I'll understand. He's a Arsenal fan.
What
You
of
see?
Bent?
Darren Bent is
Darren Bent,
he's an
one-
Arsenal fan.
Darren Bent.
And a lifelong Arsenal fan.
So what?
You know?
Even
But he
Ben
never
played.
really played for
No, he never.
Arsenal.
he
No, but he's
played
an
for
Arsenal.
West Ham,
No, but he's
right?
an Arsenal fan. Even though he played for
West Ham and the rest of them.
Tottenham
Yeah,
Hotspur,
Liverpool
and you know,
also.
but he's an Arsenal fan.
The same thing, he tipped Liverpool also because he shares in their sentiment. Now, Petit saying Arsenal, fine. Looking at in papers, they are the
Favorites.
top. They are the
No, but
favorites.
see, you have to look at the reasons he gave. And I was just going through the reasons. I didn't give Chelsea a chance, but when he said because they are not in Europe, they are going to do well, I agree with that, because when a team is not playing so many competition, the little ones they are playing, they tend to focus and do well. So if I see Chelsea second or third, I won't be surprised.
But like, speaking of that, Manchester United were
Okay.
desperately poor under Ruben Amorim last season. They didn't perform well,
We
despite
did
the
not
fact that
perform well,
no
despite
Champions,
the fact
no
that
Champions
no
League football,
Champions League
and they
football.
played
See, it's
no
not
Carabao
games.
Cup, no
So
FA
40
Cup.
games in all competitions
No,
last
look at
season.
it. It's not
Until
just-
Michael Carrick came on board.
It's not just one factor.
Okay.
What he has mentioned is just one. But
Significant.
beyond that factor, there could be other factors. If you don't have a good coach, you can
A good
you can't
squad.
make it. You don't have
Good
a
team
good coach. You don't
chemi-
have
team-
a good
a good team
squad.
chemistry,
You
yeah.
know, all that contributes. But he's saying this with the assumption that Chelsea already has a good coach,
So
Okay.
the player,
and they are
the
most
squad
likely
depth.
going to.
What about the squad depth?
The squad depth is a factor too. It's a factor, but
So-
you have to look at the fact that the Xavi Alonso had done very well in other teams that do not have massive squad and world-class players. I'm talking about Leverkusen. now.
Leverkusen, we saw
So
that. He went unbeaten.
So it's possible he could replicate that. But like I'd mentioned before in this show, there is no assurance for that. He could come and flop.
Dr.
come and do
Paulos,
well.
I think I'm not expecting much from Xabi Alonso. You know, in case of Michael Carrick has played in England. He's an
Alonso
Englishman.
played in England too.
No,
He
no,
played for
yes, no, no.
Liverpool.
What I'm saying is he's an Englishman. So he understands England football. He understands Manchester play pattern
See,
because he
if
played
you're-
for
if you're talking
Manchester
about-
United. Now going to Chelsea, you know it's difficult to be a gaffer for Chelsea. You know why? Players come, the coaches sometimes 2 years, sometimes a year, sometimes 6 months. You know, there is a rotation of players or coaches. So you tend to, let's assume now he's coming now, they are bringing Danny Welbeck. There is João Pedro. There is
Magui.
Delap. There is Esugo. The rest of the players that he does not even know. So I think the problem is going to have is looking for the first 11. You know, even Amorim had the same problem with Manchester United. Coming from Portugal, as a coach, as a gaffer, you don't even know your first 11. Mind you, it took Arteta to make away with Ozil, Aubameyang and the rest before he had to build this
Lacazette.
Arsenal team you're seeing, Lacazette. You can agree with me. So I am not expecting much from Alonso.
So are you saying that that for Alonso to deliver he needs a long time?
Yes, he does.
How long a time? Because if we've seen managers, like Antonio Conte. Recall when Chelsea finished 10th in the Premier League, 2015-2016, when Leicester won the league. They brought in Antonio Conte the next season,
So what was their
2016-2017.
squad depth then?
But I'm saying they went on to win the league title. All right, and then let me talk about even Claudio Ranieri.
Yeah.
You talk about squad depth. When Leicester won the league, they weren't the best of players in the world. They just gained promotion from the championship. First season, there was that stability. Second season, they won the Premier League. So I'm saying there are some circumstances. Sometimes, Xabi Alonso at Leverkusen, when he took over, when he joined Leverkusen, they were somewhere around 15 or thereabout, or around 12. But he
13th.
came, 13th, when he joined, halfway through the season. So he brought a bit of stability. I think they finished 7th, in the Bundesliga that season. The next season, he went on to win the DFB Pokal, won the Bundesliga against all odds, and got to the final of the UEFA Europa League. They lost to Atalanta, but they went unbeaten in the league. So it's about understanding the environment. It's about having the synergy is key. All right, but I think all factors, all the necessary factors, needs to be put in place, needs to be considered for these things to happen. And you look at Chelsea, for instance. I don't think they have a bad squad. I don't think they have a team that can challenge and cause problems.
Ask you something.
Okay,
Where do you think Chelsea will finish this season?
I can't say for what it's worth, but I like to think that
all these people predicting. Why do you think they are predicting?
no, I can't say really.
It is.
I think it's.
I want you to predict. Say something
No,
about
I like to
Chelsea.
sit on the fence. Please don't push me.
No, I'll
there.
tell you. Chelsea will not finish top 5,
Okay.
and my reason is not far-fetched.
Okay.
Now,
Let's have your top 5 for the want of
my
time.
top 5. Manchester United, Arsenal.
Wait, like
is
from,
Manchester
is it in
United first?
Wait, in no particular order? Or?
No.
In a particular
In
order.
the-
Okay,
in a
your number
particular-
1. Tell us.
Okay,
Let's. Yeah.
Manchester United, EPL champions.
Oh.
Arsenal,
Runners up.
Manchester City,
Third.
Liverpool, Tottenham.
Liverpool 4th. Spurs 5th.
Yeah.
No Chelsea.
No, Chelsea will not finish top 5. My reason is this: Chelsea are bringing in new players and new coach. You know, it is different from when you have a coach and new players are coming in. Already, you have your starters. You have your starters. If the squad depth of Chelsea was impressive,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said this.
Okay.
Do you understand? But you bring in Jordan Henderson, bring in
All right.
Danny Welbeck,
Yeah.
and these other
These are
players that need
experienced
to be
players now.
overhauled. Oh no, it's experience. Arsenal did not see them to sign. You went for Ezri Konsa. You went for Bruno Guimaraes. No, I am saying now you see Arsenal, they have a squad depth, but they are still buying players to let you know this person's mean business
So hold
for
on.
the league.
Okay,
If
you know-
you
you know-
believe in squad depth, why didn't you say Arsenal will win the league?
Okay, this. Okay, this conversation. We are out of time already. We are out of,
serious.
Dr. Polos, before quickly your top 5. So we leave
Of
you.
course, Arsenal will be there. Man U, Man City,
That's Arsenal, Manchester United,
Man City,
City 3rd,
Liverpool.
Liverpool 4th, 5th, Chelsea,
Fifth.
Spurs.
Between Chelsea, I give it
Coventry
to Spurs.
City.
No, Spurs.
You don't see Coventry City.
No,
The trajectory has been the trajectory has been tough. Has been really tough under Frank Lampard. He took charge. They were 17th on
They
the
will go
log.
back to
So-
champion.
I believe they'll chalk teams in Premiership,
Yeah.
but
It
This
will
is-
start
but going
tomorrow.
back to
They will go
relegation, I
back.
doubt.
Okay, no, okay.
As they came, they will go back.
Okay.
Premiership is not championship.
Okay, you know what? This is Lampard. He joined. They were 17 when he took charge. They almost made it to the Premier League last season. They got to the playoff, lost narrowly, and last season they went all the way to win the championship. Okay, that's a statement. This would adjourn. All right, we'll be back here. We'll do this probably tomorrow.
I
We'll talk about the game.
I always want to meet Dr. Paulos.
We'll do this tomorrow. We'll
You
We'll
know,
talk about the game.
the last time I saw Dr. Paulos, it was that UCL finals.
Since then, we'll do this again. Hopefully tomorrow, right? We'll do this again.
That's right.
Been a great time with you. I tell you for free. It's the atmosphere is quite electric, but I mean time is usually scant whenever we're doing this. All right, thank you very much, Dr. Polos.
My pleasure.
Been a great time, and of course Peter Pan. I wish Manchester United the very best.
They won't win the league. So that one is,
All right.
they'll do well. They'll do better than
We
last
will win
season,
the
but they won't
league,
win the league.
Dr. Paulos. The league belongs to Manchester United,
Yes.
whether you like it or not.
Okay, you guys, thank you very much for being out there, for following us through. Been a great time, and best believe you are the real MVP. I remain that name, the voice you trust, and that mayor you probably need. Call me Rex Patrick the Locker, that homeboy that's never at home. I lock around 247-365. Who read? They serious, but now who pass? Now he no book. For now, it's a wrap.